On today's show, Khshaeta highlights one student who doesn't let his disability hold them back from their passion.
The Rockettes have been preparing for their final show of the school year. We sit down with one Rockette who has had her final dance ever on a drill team.
And we take a trip back to the Black Box to learn about the theater's upcoming musical. These stories and more coming up on this edition of HTN Daily.
Good afternoon, Rock Nation, and welcome back to another edition of HTN Daily. Live from Studio 1060, I'm Anica Hankey.
And I'm Khshaeta Cama. Happy Earth Day from all of us here at HTN. The sun is shining. It's a perfect time to appreciate the planet. So enjoy today's show as we take you up to speed on everything you need to know.
Although Earth Day is coming to a close, that doesn't mean it's the end of the celebrations.
Monday begins Teacher Appreciation Week, where we get to say thank you to every educator for all they do for us. The Rock Hill PTO has set it up where you can write a note to any or all your teachers, and they will be given next week. If you're interested in writing a special note to your teachers, visit the Rock Hill PTO website and write your favorite teacher an extra special message. Just a reminder that tonight is a Prosper ISD Spirit Night at Chick-fil-A in Winsong. If you go tonight for dinner, make sure to mention PISD Class of 2021, and 20% of all sales tonight will go and help the graduation celebration, benefiting seniors both at Rock Hill and Prosper. The Rockettes will be hosting their spring show tomorrow and Saturday at 6:30 in the Rock Hill Auditorium. You can buy your tickets at rockhillrockets.org, and tickets cost $10 for adults and $5 for students. Come out and support your fellow Blue Hawks. To wrap up the dance season, the Rockettes are having their spring show, though for one senior is her last chance to perform with the group. I sat down with Kennedy Cannon to look back on this year.
Dancers are able to be flexible and adapt to changes when it comes to a dance. Kennedy Cannon has shown her improvement with being the only senior dancer on the Rockettes.
My mom inspired me to dance in the first place because she was a dancer, but also just like the way that it makes me feel like when I dance, like expressing emotions through movement. I continue to dance when switching schools just to like help with transition, and being a part of a team would help create new friends.
As dancing has been a passion of hers for her whole life and being a part of the school dance teams constantly, moving to Prosper was an adjustment as she was unable to stay on the drill team at PHS.
Last year, I moved into the Prosper School District, and since I moved in after tryouts had already happened, they didn't allow me to be a part of the Talonets, but coming here, I thought it would be a great opportunity to be a part of like the first year team.
She has improved a lot, and coming to a new team, she thought it'd be a fresh start for the whole team, so it's new to everyone. She's not joining an old team, a previous team, so it's just new to everyone, not just her.
This gave Kennedy the chance to grow as a dancer and improve on her skills as she came to be a part of the new team. As this was a new beginning, it is also the ending of her final year.
Finishing my year at a new school is fun, I guess, in a new way. It's exciting to be a part of something that's like the first of everything that we do. In a way, this is a bittersweet ending for me because like it's really sad to leave this team because they have been like so amazing to me, but it's like also sweet because I've had this whole year with them and like I wouldn't want it any other way.
The passion and pursuit Kennedy has helped her be a role model to the Rockettes, and she will continue to inspire those as the first ever senior Rockette. For HTN Daily, I'm Khshaeta Cama.
As Kennedy was a part of many firsts, it will be her last dance this Friday and Saturday night. Her musically inclined abilities have helped her grow as a dancer.
I agree. Another student who's musically inclined is Paulo Amargo. Khshaeta got a chance to sit down with him to hear his story and how his autism doesn't hold him back.
Instruments are a way of expression for people to help them open their minds and experience something new. Paulo Amargo, a student with autism, has used this to his advantage while finding his love of music from a young age.
I first played the drums when I was in the Philippines when I was about 3 or 4 years old, I believe, just before we moved to the USA. And then I started playing the viola in Kentucky 5 years ago.
Paulo has taken up the viola and drums as a hobby since he was a child. It has inspired him to work harder as he continues to pursue music.
He's an amazing student. He is a student with autism, but he doesn't allow that to set him back at all. He has so much perseverance and so much heart. He tries his hardest at everything he does. and he just lives and breathes music, whether it's outside of school, at school, or at his church.
I love music because I grew up with it. I just love the drum beats and noise that they make.
Paulo has never let his autism hold him back and has made him more passionate for a hobby he truly loves. For HTN Daily, I'm Connor Fuchsa.
The premiere of A Juicebox Murder Mystery is coming next week with the theater department's upcoming musical, but this one might be having you ask who done did it. I took a trip down to the Black Box to see what this musical has in store.
Well then, she couldn't have been the killer.
There's more to a musical than what the viewer sees on opening night. Lines have to be memorized, songs have to be prepared, and every detail has to be perfected. But for this musical, the theater department took on an extra task and wrote the musical all themselves.
Well, the musical, the most important thing to know about the musical is that it is all original, meaning that the script, the story, the characters, even the music and the lyrics, everything is completely made from scratch.
Within this all-original musical comes an interactive performance where the audience gets their guess on who done did it.
There's a man named Richard Mann, and he dies, and his family and friends and a couple detectives show up to his funeral, and they have to figure out who killed Richard Mann. There's some plot twists and some other people that mysteriously disappear, and we all have to try and figure out who done did it.
The world premiere of this play is just a few short days away, but the writing of scripts and the composing of music began months ago.
So we started writing the musical in November. So first we wrote the script, and then we thought of like song names and titles and stuff. And then over Christmas break, Mr. Doyle did a lot of like brainstorming like for the music behind the songs. And so we kind of thought of the lyrics, he put music to it, and then kind of just what we did.
If you are interested in seeing the musical, you can visit the Rock Hill Theater Booster website to buy tickets. Each ticket will be $5 for students and $10 for adults, and the play will take place in the Black Box. That's all for today's show. For HTN Daily, I'm Anica Hankey.
And I'm Khshaeta, Cama. Mask up and rock on.